Alright, I got a 2005 Ram 1500 four-wheel drive here, and I had a noise up here in the front when driving, pretty much at any speed, with what I thought was a wheel bearing noise, but it turns out it's actually something much worse. And by much worse, I mean more expensive. Okay, we can definitely hear more noise over here on the driver's side, but it's not coming from the wheel. And there's no slack or play in this. So I think we may have found the culprit here. As I'm spinning the wheel, I can hear a lot of noise coming from this area. And to be specific, it's coming from this junction right here. So this is the front shaft here, drive shaft. You can see it runs into that all the way back here to our transfer case. And this connection right here is where all the noise is coming from. Now there's some bearings in there that go out, and these are kind of prone for failure. But there's a good look at it. So we're going to have to see about getting this out of here. So before you get started, you want to chock your rear wheels. Now up here I've lifted it and also placed jack stands. Now the tires are slightly lifted, and in order to break these loose, you'll notice the board that's like right there, and then I've got another one located right here, and I can kind of move those as needed to rotate it, but they'll hold it enough to break them loose. So I'm using a 15 millimeter, a little 2-inch extension on it. Just got an extended handle ratchet. We're just going to start right here. Now I went ahead and put myself a mark there as well, just so I know putting the other one back like this one came off. These are going to be very difficult because of the amount of Loctite on them, and my cordless impact won't even budge it. So plan on struggling with them a little bit, or get a pneumatic. Final bolt, we're going to get a hand on it here. Okay, final bolt. We should be able to pull back on this and slip this down here. There's your little view of that. So we kind of just got that hanging down. Don't know if there's going to be any fluid, so I've got a drain pan down here. Alright, so you can see that down there. We're going to try to start pulling this out. Alright, so using a pry bar here, and we're slipping that off right there, as you can see. Alright, I've just set that down there. Didn't have any fluid come out. You look right in here, you can see where all this is destroyed. The rubber protective boot. You can see the bearings. Water and dirt and everything's infiltrated it. Okay, here we have our new one. Now, of course, we're going to do a comparison. Wanted to point out, not only this new rubber boot, this is all new and nice, feels nice and firm. You can feel how this one's just all over the place. It's meant to move, but not that much. But we also have a new U-joint. So two of the big problems, this is the biggest problem with these, but this as well are taken care of in this unit here. Now, like I said, I did a quick comparison, but what I really want to concern myself with is the length of this thing. Last thing I want to do is get it up there and start fighting with it to figure out that it's not the right length. So it was about 32 7/8, and it's roughly the same as the other one there. So I know I'm not going to have any issue there. Now the flanges look the same. Now, like I said, when taking it out, probably doesn't make any difference in the world, but I put a mark, and I put a mark on this one, and it's basically, I'm just putting it back in the same way I took it out. Not only is the flange oriented the same way, but even the weights, the balancing weights, I've just put them back the same as well. All right, let's go ahead and get this in the truck. Okay, just a couple things. You want to take and wipe this off right here. I also put some clean grease on the end of it. Now this has a little crimp. If we have any issue with it not sealing, it's probably going to be tight. We'll crimp that down a little more. We'll get a new band. But let's go to the other end here. All right, so down here I took a wire brush, went around it, flat file, went around it, and I just put a very light layer of oil around this because it had some rust. Now the good thing about this is not heavy. Now I did put a little bit of silicone paste around that shaft too. I'm just going to push that back slightly. Pretty much will hold itself momentarily. Just so you can see, that's my mark I'm going by. Now, before you go to putting these in, it's a good idea to take your wire brush and get that old Loctite off. I just ran that down loosely till I get them all in. If you want to save yourself some time, run a chaser tap or something in there to clean those threads up a little bit. There's still a lot of residual Loctite. For this torquing part, going 85 foot-pounds. Now I actually had to put weight on the wheels because just wedging a 2x4 wasn't going to hold it. Alright, so I was able to torque all 4 of these to 85 foot-pounds without having to move it. And I have the weight on the wheels, so that's good. Right, there's our nice new front drive shaft all in place and torqued down. I did crimp that up a little tighter. All right, we'll give it the spin test here now and see if we hear anything. No clanking. Nice and smooth. All right, nothing left to do but take it down the road for a test drive. I'm not going to bring you along, as you probably couldn't hear the difference even if I'd shown you the before and after. You can definitely hear it, but it's not something that the camera wants to pick up for some reason. All right, so I took it down the road and that was all sounding good. Now I can hear the other noises I didn't know were there before, but we got this problem took care of. So if you have a front end noise, don't just assume it's a wheel bearing. It could be something even worse. But in all seriousness, when it comes to the wheel bearings and replacing this front drive shaft, I'd rather do the front drive shaft as far as the labor is concerned. It's much quicker to do that. So this new front drive shaft was over $300, and they're going to vary depending on where you're getting it from, but they're definitely kind of pricey. And if you have a quote from a shop, I'd be curious to know how much they charge for a job like this. That's going to do it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.